I gave my kidney to my wife. My wife had a condition called lupus, which is a disease that attacks within the body, attacks itself, an autoimmune disease. In her case, it attacked her kidneys. She'd had kidney problems since the age of 17, before we got married. And eventually, her kidneys packed up. She went on dialysis in 1995. And then eventually she got my kidney in 1998. Before you actually get to the operation of the transplant, you've got a lot of testing to be done. One, because they need to know that you are fit and that you have no other conditions which will affect the kidney. And also because the doctors don't want to end up with having 2 patients instead of 1. So they want to make sure that you are fit. And I know that when I had my transplant, I was 100% fit. Every part of my body was working as it should be. When you come to the operation, it's like every other operation. You go in, you have your pre-meds, then you go down, give you injection, and you go to sleep, and then next thing you wake up. In my case, I've got a scar which goes halfway across my body because it's a long time ago. Nowadays it's all done by keyhole surgery. So I woke up, bit of pain, and when I saw my wife across the ward there smiling, it's like having a child. It's so wonderful, to be able to help somebody in a way that only you could do it. Rather than, if it's a case of giving somebody money to buy food, it's good. But when you give somebody life, it's giving life. What better thing what better present can you give to anybody? If it's not better than life. She just lived a normal life. She was when she was young, she was an athlete, but she was always fit, always kept herself busy. She kept a full-time job all the way through her life. Even when week after dialysis, she was talking about work. She wanted to go back to work, although she didn't. It took her 6 weeks to get back to work, but she always wanted to go to work. And she had 2 hip replacements after the dialysis, within 3 weeks of each other. And 4 weeks after the second hip, she went back to work in a shop, walking all through the day. So she had that sort of attitude. Absolutely, it's a matter of attitude. You have a condition. If you had a limp, you'd get a crutch and you still carry on walking. Same with any disease. It's all in the mind. If you are positive, you still suffer. You still have to go through certain things, but if you have a positive attitude, you will then be better. You feel better. You'll overcome the illness as long as you are prepared to say, right, it's not going to beat me. She had a philosophy which says the disease has to fit my life and not my life fit the disease. And she roller coasters, her pleasure. She did everything that any normal person would do. She used to say, whatever it is, I want to know what it is, I can fight it and I can beat it. And even the doctors in England, they used to say, she's remarkable. When I informed them that she had passed away, the reaction of the nurse who used to take care of her was, that's impossible because Monica is indestructible. Most donors donate after they die. Once you're dead, your body is finished. It's just a carcass. Your spirit, your being, whatever you believe in, has gone somewhere else. Your body is rubbish now, In the case of animals, we eat them. In the case of humans, we just let them rot away. So why not give the chance to somebody who's still alive, the chance of being able to live a full life? I say you should be more afraid crossing the roads than having an operation like this, because you will be taken care of 100% before, during and after. There's nothing to worry about. A kidney, we can all live with 1 kidney. My wife lived for about 16 years with a quarter of 1 kidney functioning. And she never took any diets, she just carried on life as normal. It's indescribable. The only thing I can relate it to is that, like becoming a parent, because that person is now part of you.